made him eat it.
Good. He needs his supplements.
He does need his joint supplements so his fucking knees don't dislocate all the time. It does. That's why I'm saying he has to eat them.
I like starting our streams like in the middle of a conversation just so it feels very like confusing and out of context for the VOD viewers.
Yeah, fuck those guys. And anyone who's camping our streams and watches it right away.
Mm-hmm. True. Anyone who may be. Hey guys, Casey here.
It's Casey.
It's fucking Casey. What's up, Casey? Are you here for
Casey
another fucking pickups video?
Yeah, I mean, he did post a pickups. I mean, it was a pickups picture, but he did a pickups thing.
Did he really?
Yeah, because he got Sonic Unleashed and Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, Cloud. I thought you meant Casey.
No, I don't fucking know who that is. Cloud is Casey in this context.
Yeah, true. For some reason, I thought you meant like, no, Casey actually like uploaded a new YouTube video recently.
Fuck, I don't know who that is. Cloud, you need to answer my Discord question that I just sent.
That's my favorite aspect to that running gag is that you never really knew Casey very well.
He was an acquaintance at best.
Yeah. And you also said you didn't like him that much.
No.
Oh,
what
man.
sin are you committing besides owning Final Fantasy 13?
Forgot tonight was a stream night. It is. Owning Mighty Number 9 or having Balatro thrown at you. Well, anyway, we're just going to go ahead and get right into the stream. So anyway, Balatro.
Yeah. How's it been going for you?
I just cleared, I think, the 4th ante.
You just got to the 4th ante.
Or just got to the 4th ante, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Ooh, get the fucking hand.
That is pretty good.
Oh, he's playing Sonic Forces. Gross.
Oh god, why?
He deserves death.
I'll buy this buffoon pack. What do you got?
Ooh, thank you.
Adds the number of times the poker hand has been played.
Oh, get that for 2 reasons. One, it's negative, so you don't need you don't have to sell any of your cards.
Oh shit.
2, it's pretty solid.
Okay.
And then if you hit minus where it says run info, you can see what it'll do for you. So if you just go to poker hands, so that far column shows you like how many times you played a specific poker hand.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've done a lot of full houses.
Yeah, so if you play a full house, you're like it'll give you plus 11 to your multiplier.
Oh, that's badass. I also my favorite card that I have equipped so far is Mystic Summit, which is a plus 15 mult when I have 0 discards remaining. So I just play very dangerously and dump a bunch of cards at the beginning, and then just get a crazy multiplier on whatever I throw in.
Now, just so you know, you can rearrange your stuff.
Okay. I mean, I knew that, but like...
But, like, I forget what the name of the punch card is. That gives you a... Like, yeah, you want to move that to the end of your Joker row, because when it triggers, it gives you the ×4 off of when it triggers.
Oh, that's a good point. I
Yeah.
hadn't considered that these were in order.
Yes, so they play in order. So just remember that as you like keep going.
Okay.
Because like if they have like if you get the ones that like if you get like I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but the ones that give you a 1.5 times to your multiplier, like you want those, like anything that gives you like increases to your multiplier by multiplication, throw those at the end of your pool. That way it triggers at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Cool. Next round.
So now when it triggers off of, Mystic Summon doing its thing, then you do pretty good.
Okay. I'm just going to do one hand. Or not one hand, but
one round.
One round. Just a small blind. Boy. I don't have much so far.
I mean, with your Joker that you have.
Which one? Four Fingers?
No, not Four Fingers. The Spades one.
Oh, yeah.
I would honestly just get rid of everything that's not a spade in your hand, right?
Yeah.
And then you could go for a flush in that case. Or you could save some stuff to go for a...
keep the king.
Who's it? A full house.
Yeah. Goodbye. Okay. Kind of want to keep the ace and the queen just in case. Okay.
You get another ace and queen.
Okay.
I'd almost sack the fourth and both threes and try to get another ace and queen.
Yeah.
To go for the full house.
Sweet.
There you go.
Watch this shit. Oh, wait. Shit.
It was a king.
It was a king. Fuck. I guess I could do... Fuck. Shut up, Microsoft Edge. I don't give a shit about my year-in review for Edge. The only times I ever use Edge are when I open it accidentally.
You can try and go for... I mean, what you could do is you could play the pair of sevens and then... And also...
I could just do, like, 2 pair on, like, 2 aces and 2 kings.
You can do that. That's true. I forgot you also have... it's a pair of kings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not terrible. Oh, there's my third queen. Thanks, game.
Well, you have the 2 sevens.
I was gonna say, yeah, I do have
and
the...
you have 2 sixes.
Oh, with the lucky 6.
Yeah. You can try to go for the lucky.
Oh, look at this. Oh, it's next turn. Damn.
Yeah. It
Well,
shakes before it's ready.
Gotcha.
But
well...
You can still play... You can play the 2 pair on 8 and 7.
Yeah. True. That's probably going to be enough, honestly. Yeah.
I mean, but you'll see what I mean by having the ×4 at the end.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. Because it's going to take times 112.
Yeah. Big numbers go big.
Sweet.
Have you been, like, getting planets at all?
Occasionally, but not much.
Okay, just because those do improve the base of a Joker hand.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you buy that, Celestial pack. You'll see what I mean. That
Plus
Joker
3
is actually pretty good.
plus 3 mult for each Joker.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting. Well, I don't know.
I would get rid of the bean because that's gonna break soon. Because that one.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So you should just sell that and then buy the $3 Joker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then just
Oh,
move,
yeah, move that.
Abstract Joker.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'll buy a Celestial pack. Why not?
Yeah.
Level up Flush. Plus 2 Molten, plus 15 ships. Level up 3 of a kind. Level up 2 pair. Level up Straight. Level up High card.
Yeah.
Leveling up 2 pair is pretty good.
2 pair can be pretty common.
3 of a kind is also pretty good.
With your forefinger, you'll be playing straights and flushes pretty often.
True. So, maybe go with the flush on Jupiter. Actually, no, a straight would probably be easier to get. Actually, isn't a flush just 4 of the same suit? Or 5 of the same suit?
Or,
so
well,
it would be 4 in my case, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
And flush is technically a better scoring hand because it has the base of it is more chips.
True. You know what? Yeah, we'll go with that. Sweet.
So yeah, getting those is very helpful, and then opening the arcade packs are also pretty helpful.
All right. So it'll save if I quit, right?
Yep. You
Okay.
can go to the main menu, and
okay, cool.
You can pick up, and actually you get a Joker for doing that.
Nice. Sweet.
Throwback,
okay.
which is it's an excellent Joker. Because with Throwback, every time you skip a blind, it gives you, I think it's plus 1.2. No, it's just plus 0.25 to it multiplying your multiplier. So I've had runs where it goes all the way up to like ×4. So basically, you get a ×4 for every hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bought the blank just to see if it would do anything.
Mm.
Does it?
So yes, if you go to the voucher right next to it.
This one?
You have to buy 10 blanks in order to unlock that.
Oh,
that
okay. Well,
that voucher essentially gives you it gives you an extra Joker slot when you buy the voucher.
Sweet.
It runs. So it's very much worth buying the blanks.
Okay.
When you can.
I had a feeling it would be useful.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not useful for any one individual run, but it is useful.
I really just want to keep playing. Because I got a good run going.
It's pretty addictive, and I love it.
All right. There we go.
Yay.
Ace Attorney. Okay. So we're in court? Yeah. We're just about to start the court.
We got to the end of
the investigation. July 21st. That's all you.
Oh, hi. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning. Chipper as ever this morning, I see. I'm just thankful we actually get to have a trial for Orla.
Pixel, you literally just missed it. We played a round before we started. Before we started.
As a matter of fact, I just ran a few laps around the courthouse to get extra pumped.
Ah, so that's why her armpits are very wet.
What? And I just splashed my face with some water to get the sleep out of my eyes.
I just splashed my face with my armpit sweat to get the sleep out of my eyes.
To get the armpit sweat into my eyes.
Yeah, it builds character.
Oh, I also queued the Swashbuckler video so we can watch it anytime. Thanks. It just might help our case. By the way, you have some serious dark circles. Did you stay up late watching this? How many times did you watch it? What? Me? No, I just woke up early. That's all. Guess I need to cover them up. I get ragged on enough as is by Dr. Blackwell.
Dr. Blackwell.
Prosecutor Blackwell.
I also thought it was ragged at first.
Ragged. Speaking of being pumped, I'm pretty fired up for this trial too. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Hehe, that explains why your hair is spikier than usual. I mean, look at it. It's all super pokey and prickly and stuff. It's amazing. That was a compliment, right?
She said it was amazing.
That doesn't mean anything. Oh, that's you.
That's me. Fuck, what was her?
Good luck, Mr. Nick. I'll be cheering you on from the gallery.
Thanks, Pearls. It's been so long, I'm actually a little nervous.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh, God, what was it?
That's you too.
Yeah, it is me too.
Wow.
Good morning, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh, Mr. Rhymes. You came to watch the trial?
Yeah, Sasha is back at the aquarium with the orca. So I thought I'd better come here to watch for her.
Well, don't you worry. We're going to win for Orla. Isn't that right, boss? Oh, right. One unprecedented trial coming right up.
It's extremely fitting that this is Phoenix's first case back after being out of it for 8 years?
Something like that.
8 years, 9 years, something like that. And he's defending an orca.
A murderous orca.
If only there was another word for it. Another name for a murderous orca that more accurately described it.
I don't know. It's too bad. Beef stew. Ooh. Court is now in session for the trial of Aura Shipley.
I love how you got yourself into the voice by just going, beef stew.
Beef stew. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Must we get off to a good start. Must we waste words on this?
Prosecutor Simon Blackwell, known as the Hedgehog, known as the Twisted Samurai. He's a prosecutor who's also a convicted felon. Also, I hear he loves Balatro. They say he never conducts a trial without his loyal hawk, Taka, by his side. Or his copy of Balatro for the Nintendo Switch.
He's definitely playing Balatro on the Nintendo Switch right in front of him. Just like it's
Yeah.
it's just like he's playing it in tabletop mode. He has his hands in his pockets, but they're holding the Joy-Cons.
Oh, go back.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Wright, it's been quite a while since I've seen you like that. The lawyer image suits you. You look younger somehow. Thank you, Your Honor, and you look as young as ever yourself. It's like you haven't aged a day. Well, I have to keep up with you folks after all. Besides, eating 18 bowls of beef stew a day keeps the body young.
These lawyers just keep getting prettier. I can't keep up with them.
I can't do it. But I hear people are into DILFs. Oh, by the way, Prosecutor Blackwell, are you playing Balatro on your Nintendo Switch?
No. Why do you ask?
Well, I too am playing Balatro for the Nintendo Switch, because I'd rather be doing that right now.
Oh, perfect.
Pixel said, I just said what the fuck out loud. What the fuck do DILFs have to do with anything? The judge is trying to be a DILF. What do you mean? Look at him.
He's more of a... He has grandchildren. He's definitely a gilf.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know the difference.
We'll get to the dilf later.
Yeah, true.
I mean, Phoenix is a dilf.
Phoenix is now a DILF.
He is a dad.
Yeah, he is a father, and Jack would like to fuck him. It's true. By the way, has the defendant fucked or something?
The defendant fucked.
Has the defendant arrived in the court yet?
Surely you jest, your baldness. Did you not receive the memo? The defendant, Aura Shipley, is an orca at Shipshape Aquarium.
An orca? Can you eat those? Arrangements for this trial were made only yesterday, so I didn't have time for someone to read it out loud during story time. But an orca as a defendant, it's
Patently.
Brr, brr. It's patently absurd.
Direct your comments to the defense. He's the absurd fellow who insisted on defending the orca in court in the first place. And he agreed to prosecute it, so...
Yeah, it's more like your fault, dude. You're an idiot. Anyway, absurd or not, I will carry out my duty to defend my client. Bitch. Your duty to defend your crying aunt? Don't you mean your crying orca, Mr. Wright?
Is that like a translation error or something? If we are to proceed, we must treat the orca as we would any other defendant. Client, crying ant. I know crying ant sounds like client. I wonder if that was like a like a joke in Japanese that just like got translated weird.
I mean, maybe.
Or maybe the judge just can't hear very well.
That is 100% true. That's why he has to have someone do story time for him.
Every soul, be it of man or beast, is of equal value.
Because he also can't read.
The question is whether that soul is painted in black or white. That's racist.
Wow. Well, he is literally...
Black and white.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Take Taka, for example. He is as human in spirit as you or I.
Ka!
The real question is, am I in for more pain, as always?
No, Payne's not here.
Oh, thank God. Orca or not, I suppose the defendant is still a defendant. Defendant. And I vow to render my verdict fairly and impartially. I mean, extremely skewed. Can you eat an orca? The answer to this question will determine the fate of the orca, because I am hungry. At least he isn't getting whipped or thrown coffee at. True. Beef stew. Now then, Prosecutor the Hedgehog, your opening statement, if you would.
I suppose I can hardly leave it to someone who knew nothing of the defendant. Very well. Listen carefully. The orca murdered the owner of Shipshape Aquarium in the aquarium's orca pool. The orca apparently toyed with the victim mercilessly as he died.
A sadistic orca? What a chilling thought. And where exactly is this defendant now?
Inside this. Blackwell, no, don't confuse him.
No. A cell phone? Prosecutor Blackwell? How'd you get the whole whale in there?
Time marches on, your baldness, with or without us. I borrowed this TV phone from the aquarium, which will allow us to interact with the orca.
A TV phone? Very well. The court accepts it into evidence.
This is the technology that we have in... What year does this take place? 2027?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will be able to view the defendant in question on this large monitor. Fulbright, prepare for transmission.
Ha ha ha, you've got it, Prosecutor Blackwell.
There she is. We will proceed with the defendant on the telecast.
So this is the orca that stands accused, is it?
Wait.
Aw, she's waving her flipper at us. Maybe she's cheering us on?
Oh, God. I always forget what her voice is. It's like Apollo but a girl.
Pirate! Orla! Wish Phoenix and Athena luck! Wait!
Oh, it's quite cute, isn't it? And this adorable creature is suspected of killing a man? What is it, a killer whale?
No, that can't possibly be right.
That can't be true. It's an orca. Orla's really pouring on the charm, huh?
Can we... I need to point this out in the background. I don't know if I've noticed this before, but, like, these two ladies are exactly the same. One of them is just turned slightly to the right.
Those gentlemen are wearing the same outfit.
Yeah.
And so is the one behind the lady that's turned slightly.
Yep. Oh, man. And this guy...
It looks like there's a third of the ladies.
Yep, in the back. And then there's this guy in the back in, like, the brown coat. Same outfit as this guy on the right. Oh, man.
They really had, like, 4 people.
Yeah. We love reused assets. We really do.
To be fair, normally you can't blow up the game screen like that.
I know. And this was a 3DS game originally, so...
Yeah.
There we go. I wish there was an easier way to zoom in.
Enhance.
She is far from cute. She is a violent, reckless animal.
Sounds like you in bed. That's right. The name's Bobby Fulbright, and I'll take over the explaining from here. In justice, I trust. Now, if I could direct your attention to this diagram of the crime scene. Following the report of an orca attack, we, the police... I feel like it,
We the police.
We the police...
Raced over. That's a weird way to say that.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it feels like there might be a comma missing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it would be, following the report of an orca attack, we,
comma, the
police, comma, raced on over to Shipshape Aquarium. There, comma, we found a guest who says she saw the victim and... saw the orca and the victim from the visitor's corridor. As the witness was watching, the orca suddenly went crazy and attacked the victim. Blam. The orca was the only one there. Therefore, there was no one else who could have committed the crime, except for the killer. It's not quite finished, but I have a portion of the autopsy report here.
Which means we're going to get an update to the autopsy report later.
Hell yeah. I can't imagine the terror of being attacked underwater by such a large creature.
But attack it did. Prepare yourself for the grisly details, your baldness.
Cloud is just jumping around to all of the different Sonics tonight.
The prosecution moves to introduce our witness, Fulbright.
You got it, Prosecutor Blackwell. In justice we trust. One brave lady whose fine sense of justice compelled her to speak, coming right up.
Oh boy, I can't wait. Oh god, what was her voice? How dare you make me wait? Don't you know I'm a busy woman? Was that right?
Close enough.
I could have written an entire book all for the time. Fuck. I could have written an entire book for all the time I spent in the lobby.
No, why didn't you, bitch? Prosecutor Blackwell.
Well. Oh, hi, Cloud. Playing
That
Final Fantasy.
is not Color's Ultimate.
Yeah,
Eli.
Cloud. I am Norma de Plume, and I'm a non-fiction writer.
Am I the only one who isn't telepathic here? Looks like she can read into people's words just as well as I can read into people's hearts. Not everything needs to be... Oh, not everything needs to be a competition, Athena. What? Norma de Plume? The great non-fiction writer? Miss Norma de Plume herself? Cloud says, you guys are aware, it tells you the game I have suspended the whole time. My Switch mode was in rest mode, right? No.
No.
No. I assume you just started playing it. Because that's what I do. I've read all of your cookbooks and enjoyed them immensely.
After all, you've got to do the cooking by the book.
Yes, you have to do the cooking by the book. No, you can't be lazy. Your $1 million seller, The Great Chef of the Great Beef Stew, is one of my favorites.
Oh, are you a fan, Your Honor? I could give you my autograph if you like.
Wait, a second? I could swear you looked much different in the photos in your book. You had like a bowl of beef stew next to you.
Well, I used ones from 10 years ago in my books so that the paparazzi won't harass me.
Ugh. He's not a fan, he's an AC. The judge seems so shocked.
Just for that, Cloud, I'm going back to Balatro.
Yay!
If only I had the cartridge in the system right now.
Boo! The visual disconnect must be really doing a number on his head.
Could we get started, please? If I find you to be lacking as a judge, you will seek your debut in my books.
Such harsh comments. You really must be the real Norma de Plume. Who knew Miss de Plume was so famous? Definitely not me. I've never read a book.
I don't know how to read.
I don't even know how to read.
Enough jabbering. Tell the court what you saw, and keep it brief.
I would thank you not to order me around. I am perfectly willing to tell everyone what I witnessed. It was the moment of the murder.
Very well then. Please proceed with your testimony while I do not listen and I eat this piping hot beef stew bowl and play Balatro on my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I had Taco Bell for lunch earlier.
Oh, Taco Bell. What?
I had a Lux Cravings box.
Ooh. Tell me more.
Nacho cheese, DLT,
Uh-huh.
fucking cheesy gordita crunch, which
Oh.
I upgraded for the hard shell to be a DLT
Oh.
and a beefy 5-layer
Oh.
with the chips and cheese and a Baja Blast
Oh.
for
My
like
heart.
for $7.
A heart attack. Oh, but that tastes so good.
I love Taco Bell.
I went to Taco Bell to see my favorite person, the person behind the Taco Bell counter, who gives me my Taco Bell.
Hey, pal.
Oh, hey, pal.
Should have shared it with Landon. Yeah, he should have mailed me half of it. Just
As
cut
I
it and
was
mail it to me.
as I was watching him prepare my meal from the lobby, the deep fryer went crazy. I saw the deep fryer explode and murder the captain. Attempting to remain calm, I reported the incident to the police immediately.
Wait.
Just kidding.
The deep fryer murdered the fucking captain? What?
He was working at the Taco Bell that day. It's his main job. Being the captain is his side gig.
Hold on. How does the whale fit into this?
The whale also works at the Taco Bell.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh man, can we get fan art of Aura Shipley with a Taco Bell uniform, like making a fucking cheesy gordita crunch?
With a fucking like drive-through
Headset.
headset on.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Uh,
And the judge is in the car.
did you read the line?
It must be much more vicious than it looks.
That's
The deep fryer, that is.
That brings up a good question. Does the courthouse Taco Bell have a drive-through window?
I assume so.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, especially after the renovation's going to happen.
Yeah, that's going to be the upgrade.
Yeah.
They're going to upgrade to a drive-through once they fix the courthouse after the bombing.
Yeah, I can use this.
Oh,
What?
I thought you were playing the card game.
He was earlier.
Hi,
but it
Kari.
was Joke.
No,
Jack says hi.
Hi, Jack. Hi, Cloud. Hi, Al.
Pixel was here too.
Oh, hi, Pixel.
Now, deliver your judgment so I may carry out the sentence.
The defense would like to do some defending first, if that's all right.
Oh yeah, fun fact. Phoenix Wright in this game is voiced by Sam Riegel, who also plays Teddy in Persona 4 Golden.
Gee, that's too bad. Should I just...
The defense would like to do some defending first, if that's all right. Must you drag this out with your tomfoolery?
The defense always has the right to cross-examine the witness, you know?
What if instead of Phoenix Wright and Athena Yikes, it's fucking Teddy and Haruhi Suzumiya? Who the fuck voices Blackwell? Hold on, I need to look this up.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Let's see. Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Behind the voice actors. Let's see. Oh, come on. Don't give me his Japanese voice actor. That's not who I'm here for. Wait, does he only have a Japanese voice actor? Like, does he voice him in English as well? Or is behind the voice actors just lacking? I have to look this up. Simon Blackquill. Voice.
The
Huh.
Ace Attorney fandom doesn't have a voice actor for him.
Huh. There is no confirmed voice actor for Blackquill in English. That's crazy. Like, he's completely uncredited. IMDb says it's Troy Baker,
Yeah, that's what
but
I was saying.
I don't know if that's confirmed or not. Weird. Anyway,
There's another person who says maybe Travis William.
I could see that. If you
People are
want something
comparing the voice
signed,
to Lonku.
true. Travis Willingham. He's also
Yeah,
he's also Knuckles.
It's true.
Well, he was Knuckles. I don't think he voices Knuckles anymore.
I don't think anyone does.
Damn. Just like Blackquill.
Yep.
It's a mystery. If you want something signed, all you need... I waited like 20 seconds to deliver this line. And I fucked it up. If you want something signed, all you need is the document and a witness.
Let me guess. They were convicted for contract fraud, right?
All we need in this case is the evidence and a witness to convict. It's as simple as that.
Looks like I guessed right. Sorry, but as Miss Yikes said, the defense has every right to cross-examine. Isn't that correct, Your Honor? Yes, of course. You may proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
I shall relish the sight of you thrashing around in vain. I shall also relish this hot dog.
Ooh.
This vegan hot dog, because I assume Simon Blackquill is vegan,
Oh.
given his comment on animals being equal to humans.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. So imagine, instead of it's prosecutor Simon or Simon Blackwell,
Yeah.
it's Alan Wake because the
God.
Japanese voice actor voices Alan Wake.
You know what? I accept that.
Yeah, I was going down the list and I'm like, I mean, he's been in a lot of things, but I was like, oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. It's too bad the judge doesn't have a voice actor.
Yeah. Anyway, a fun fact for anyone who's playing a version of this that has achievements, if you press the first statement, Press the first statement to get the Birds on the Brain achievement.
Okay.
This one specifically doesn't have achievements, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, fuck it.
Why did you want to see the orca?
Well, it is the featured attraction of the aquarium, after all.
Why waste energy on such tripe? There is but one attraction in Shipshape Aquarium that is worth anyone's time. And that is the penguins. Isn't that right, Taka, my friend? He's racist against sea creatures.
No, he just loves birds. Alrighty then, I guess Prosecutor Blackwell is for the birds. I guess I should jot that down. Note to self, Prosecutor Blackwell is on Team Rifle.
Oh shit, we
Take
got
that
it.
out of- Oh. Oh, that's right. There is, like,
In-game achievements.
you know.
Birds on the
And-
brain.
So you went to see the orca in its tank?
Yes, that's right.
Take the line Prosecutor Blackwell is on Team Rifle out of context. Hey, Phoenix. Yeah, what is it, Athena? What if we present Shipley's autopsy report on the third statement? Hey, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I should do that.
Except that she wouldn't call him Phoenix. She would call him Mr. Wright.
No, I wouldn't. We're that close to each other, I guess, now. What? He doesn't make me do the toilets, so it's fine. It would seem you are mistaken, Miss DePlume.
I beg your pardon?
The autopsy report does indeed say death thought to be the result of orca attack. But the actual cause of death is contusion.
Yeah. Contusion.
Yeah, contusion. It looks like it should, like, at first I was like, the F is missing the top.
Confusion.
Confusion from head trauma.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, contusion from head trauma, not being bit.
What? But I'm sure the victim was bitten.
I don't believe that can be true.
Guns
I
don't
hate
kill.
I want to see Phoenix, like, the text crawl of Phoenix saying, guns don't kill people, and then him doing his head shake and saying,
I kill people. And then he does, like, his...
with guns. And then he points. Pow.
Ow. The security footage doesn't show any of the kind.
Did you like that pixel?
If the aura didn't break skin.
Just as I suspected.
I knew you would peek at the footage behind Fulbright's back.
Ace Attorney be Wilden. That's Ace Attorney for you.
Yep.
We jump to wild conclusions, but also you have to explain your jump in 200 steps. Well, what do you expect when he wouldn't play nice and share?
But unfortunately for you, the footage you saw was only one small part.
Huh?
Yesterday, after I decided to take this case to the trial, I re-reviewed all of the evidence. Taka, the evidence I gave to you for safekeeping.
Oh no. Guess that hawk is higher up on the pecking order than Fulbright in Blackwell's book.
Does that shock you?
No, but it electrical shocks Blackwell by a taser from Fulbright. Very well. Let's view the footage. Can anyone get this thing off of me? What's this? This isn't a Taco Bell. There's no deep fryer. The orca's biting the victim like a Crunchwrap Supreme. No way. I have to say, this appears to be very damning evidence. The witness doesn't even know where she was at the time of the murder. What the fuck? No. I can't believe Orla really bit him.
And there is more. Look at this.
This is a nude photo of you, Blackwell.
This photograph was taken while the body was being examined.
Why are you nude in it, then? These seem to be strange bruise. There seems to be a strange bruise on the victim's right wrist.
I'll have the crime lab examine the bruise and calculate its relevance to the case at hand. What's important right now is evidence that points to the orca as the killer. Look at the
killer whale?
Look at the left side of the body. See the orca's tooth marks and the victim's clothes?
Yes, they do appear to suggest that she did, in fact, bite the victim.
Oh, hell yeah. I just saw a tweet that said, Jim Carrey said he would be down to play Robotnik again in Sonic 4.
But he died.
They would bring him... If Jim Carrey is down, they will find a way to bring him back to life. Plus...
I already called it clones.
True. But also, we didn't witness him die. We just saw the fucking... The arc just, like, blip out of space.
It exploded into a bajillion fiery ball pieces in space. Well-timed. Well-timed, Phoenix. Eggman can seemingly die all the time in the games. They can get away with it in the movies. Fair.
I mean, Gerald Robotnik was 125 years old. I think they can get away with a few different things.
Gerald Robotnik does some shit at 125 years old that I hope I can do when I get to 32.
Planet, you're gonna be 32 in like 4 months.
Exactly.
I told you so. And then the killer whale swam up toward the surface with the victim in its mouth.
However, in the autopsy report, the cause of death is I still want to say contusion from head trauma.
Objection!
You are much too impetuous, Wright, Dono. Granted, the orca biting the victim was not the cause of death. The witness was mistaken about that.
Then what explanation is there for what the witness saw? She said she was at Taco Bell and the deep fryer exploded. What the fuck?
Did I not say in the beginning, the orca toyed with the victim mercilessly?
My goodness. 2 bowls of beef stew. Thank you. Thank you, bailiff.
After killing the victim, the defendant swam around with his dead body in her mouth. Just like any other predator toying with its prey. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Nerg. Mr. Wright. Ooh. The heart of the people in the gallery are suddenly filled with fear. Fear of Orla. Oh, why do they have to ruin it? Jack, why did they ruin it?
Ruin what?
SteamWorld Build?
What happened?
Super Rare Games is doing the physical release, and they're a European country.
No.
So it's got Peggy on there.
Fuck. Is it worth it?
No. I will not. There is a line that I will never cross.
And that line is owning a game with the Peggy logo on the cover.
Yes. So, the defendant bit the victim. Ooh, sorry. Beef stew's pretty hot. So the defendant bit the victim after she had killed him. But if that's the case, then we must still figure out how the defendant killed the victim. Prosecutor Blackwell, do you have a sound theory to give this court?
I wouldn't be standing here if I couldn't prove whether the orca's heart was black or white.
It was a gun, Your Honor. Only yes or B or 0 for Landon. Yes.
I was going to
The
say
only
0
way-
is acceptable.
Yeah, 0 is acceptable. It's my exception to the rule. But Orla is black and white. Her body, I mean. Athena, please try to not provoke Prosecutor Blackwell. I don't need to be attacked by Taka. Or cut in half by his sword.
This witness also observed the actual moment of the murder. Think back, word mistress. Think back to what you observed before the orca bit the victim. Did he just call her a word mistress?
Yes.
Ah, I see what you're driving at. So that was the moment of the murder, was it?
Now, explain it in a way that even these simpletons can understand.
There you go again, ordering me around. Stop that at this instant. Stop that this instant. But whatever. I don't mind telling my story. I saw the killer whale before it toyed with the body as well. I saw it the moment it killed the victim by headbutting him.
This voice is like if Pain was a girl. This voice is if Pain was an oh-ho-ho 40-year-old rich lady.
Jesus, I hate that. Orla killed the victim by headbutting him?
That's right. It rammed the victim over and over again. Recall that the autopsy report stated that there was bruises all over his body. Recall as well how persistent the defendant can be when she's attacking her prey. And we all just saw the killer whale headbutting the victim in the footage, don't forget.
That footage backs up Mr. Plume's testimony. But there's also something very important it does not show.
Now do you see what a menace this killer whale is?
I'm sorry, but I can't allow your testimony to stand unchallenged. I'm not even going to bother with doing a cross-examination. Listen, looking at this footage, the orca certainly seems to be headbutting something. But you'll notice that something is not the victim.
Oh! What?
I want to look away, but I can't. I don't have Bullatro for the Nintendo Switch, right? I left it at the office. Even if it was the victim, you couldn't have seen him from where you were, could you?
What? Oh, well, I suppose not.
Mr. Plume, did you actually witness the victim getting headbutted by the defendant?
Let's see. Oh, I remember now. As I recall, a rock in the shape of a skull was obstructing my view.
So, are you admitting that you couldn't see the victim?
Yes. Yes, I suppose I am. However, immediately after the headbutting, the victim came floating up. He came up from behind the skull-shaped rock, and the body was all limp.
Jesus. God. How many testimonies does she have?
She has a testimony, and then a mood matrix, and then we go on to someone else.
Okay.
What else could I think except that the killer whale was headbutting the victim?
But if you didn't actually see the moment of attack itself, then it's pure conjecture.
Objection!
Sigh, must I do everything around here? How dare you speak so rudely to me?
There's no need for hysterics. Clear your mind and recall how you reached your conclusion. Though you couldn't see what the orca was attacking, you didn't need to, did you? Because you knew she was behaving exactly as she had only 1 year prior.
Ooh!
1 year ago?
That's right! Yes, that's it! That's how I knew the killer whale was headbutting the victim!
I'm sorry, but could someone explain exactly what happened a year ago?
If you must know, a very similar incident occurred only last year, in which the defendant murdered her trainer
What? The orca murdered her trainer, you say? What? Is this really true? This is not looking good for us.
It's all in this book.
That book. The Killer Whale. That's Mr. Plume's latest work. I was just thinking of not ordering it because he has nothing to do with beef stew.
She looks like Lucina.
She kind of does.
Last year, the defendant killed her trainer in the middle of a show. The orca headbutted and bit the victim.
The same thing she's accused of in this case. That thing's a menace. Guilty. Guilty, I say. No. Now everyone's even more convinced that Orla did it. We were doing so well. But now, not everyone in the room has a bad impression of Orla. Now everyone in the room has a bad impression of Orla.
I mean, what you said wasn't technically incorrect.
I don't want to think she did it. So I won't. Oh, but it's hard to keep on believing in somebody who can't even tell me her side.
Free. Phoenix, Athena, you gotta believe in Orla. There's no way she killed anybody. You gotta save her. Please, I'm begging you.
Sasha. What am I doing, doubting my client like this? This is the time to be strong. I believe in Orla, and I'm ready to fight for our clients. I'll take everybody in this courtroom on if I have to. Don't you worry, Sasha. We won't give up on Orla. We'll defend her to the very end.
Thank you. Thank you, both of you. Free.
We are Orla's lawyers. Who else but us can save her? We can't give up on her now.
For an instant there, you were afraid of the orca, weren't you, Wright Dono? I'm turning my back because I'm definitely not playing Balatro on my Nintendo Switch because I got bored.
Bored of your monologue.
Honestly, though, my copy of Balatro is sitting on my desk, and the fucking Joker card is staring at me like the damn Green Goblin mask.
When you saw the photograph of the victim from a year ago, you turned paler than me.
And I'm pretty pale for being Shadow the Hedgehog. He saw right through me.
It's obvious that you have neither the guts nor the determination to defend the orca.
Have we Googled Simon Blackquill the Hedgehog yet?
We did.
Okay.
And,
I thought
It
so.
did not show up.
I thought so.
Unfortunately. It's true that Orla can't speak, but I don't know her, and I don't know her thoughts. But there's a certain someone who believes in Orla with all her heart, besides Athena. I respect the trust she has in Orla, so I'm willing to believe in Orla too. You guys found the exception to 34. We did it. We did it, Jack.
Wow.
There is no Simon Blackquill the Hedgehog. But if I just type in Simon the Hedgehog, ooh, I get something pretty close.
And what do you know about orcas? Nothing, that's what.
I'm gonna post it in the spoilers.
So, allow me to fill you in. Do you have any idea why orcas are also called killer whales? Because they are cunning and merciless predators that hunt and kill even true whales.
So, killer whales really are killers. What terrifying creatures indeed.
I can't bear to hear any more of such rubbish as trusting a killer. Can you, your baldness?
No matter what you say, I will continue to believe. I don't give up that easy, you know?
Dullard, you don't even know when to give up, do you? Very well. I shall give you a chance to prove just how determined you are. Witness, spare no quarter and lay the full truth on them.
Oh, but of course. That is what I do, after all.
Prosecutor Blackquill, what will you have the defendant testify about?
I shall have her testify about what she saw and what she heard.
What she heard? Very well. Mr. Plume, tell the court what you saw and what you heard.
The killer whale's behavior was exactly the same as a year ago.
Fuck what you heard.
Fuck what you heard.
what
This
I'm-
is what you hearing.
This is what you hearing.
The killer whale... Oh, I said that already. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. I was calm when I started to headbutt. But when the pirate hat and victim came floating up, I let out a scream. It sounded like...
Really?
Yes, that's how I scream. Leave
Oh.
me alone.
Okay. So the orca displayed the same behavior as during the incident a year ago.
That's right. Those weren't just simple cries. It was singing. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. It kept headbutting while it sang the swashbuckler spectacular song. That's right, it was singing the same song it sang in the aquarium stage show back then, and still today also. It was singing while it was headbutting. Oh, it was perfectly horrible.
I don't see a single obvious inconsistency in this testimony. It's clear I won't be able to take apart her statements with evidence alone. Mr. Wright, now would be a good time for me to put my skills to work. Imagine the judge doing a cover of DMX's X Gonna Give It To You. With a whole music video. Anyway, it's time to show what analytical psychology fuck can really do. You seem pretty confident. Let me guess, you noticed a contradiction between the testimony and her emotions? You bet I did, and once we expose it, we just might be able to crack her. No, scratch that. Make it, we'll definitely be able to. Then let's give your knowledge of analytical psychology fuck a try. You got it, boss. A complete analysis of Mr. Plume's heart coming right up. Whoop.
Yep.
More.
Oh. She was calm when it started to headbutt. Was
Why
she
was
now?
she so sad?
Then why were you so fucking sad, bitch?
Mr. Plume, Orla really frightened you with her headbutting, didn't she?
Don't be absurd. I certainly was not frightened by the likes of any killer whale.
It must have been something else that scared her then, boss.
However, I do remember being afraid for some reason while I was doing that.
It sounds like maybe you saw something we haven't discussed yet. Take your time and try to remember what it was. What did you see? This is practically turning into a counseling session.
I saw something? Oh! I remember now!
I brought it back.
Okay, good. Now, if you could please tell the court what you saw, and it better be that deep fryer that exploded.
I saw Bright red blood. The killer
Ew.
whale's ramming caused the victim to bleed. There was a great cloud of blood.
What?
Yes, that's it. That's why I was so sure. That's when I knew that killer whale had killed a person for a second time.
Excuse me.
Well, that is a very compelling statement indeed. Too bad it's not true, bitch. Looking at this again, there does appear to be something that could be a cloud of blood. So her terror was a reaction to blood, was it? That would certainly explain what happened yesterday. Please take a look at this flashback.
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 I was badly injured during an interview once. Ever since then, I've been terrified of blood. The very sight of it dreadfully upsets my delicate sensibilities.
What happened,
Holy
Cloud?
shit, you guys. Sonic Colors Ultimate is actually the best game ever. You can unlock profile icons from Phantasy Star 4.
The fuck?
Holy shit.
That's weird.
Why were people hating on Sonic Colors Ultimate? People are dumb. This is a bad turn. If Mr. Plume saw blood... Oh, no wonder they were hating on it. You could also get Phantasy Star 2 icons.
Oh, that makes sense. All hail ground
All
map.
hail the blessed ground map.
Now, what if you could get the ground map as your profile icon?
Yeah, it's the ground map of fucking profile. Then does that mean Orla really did attack the victim?
It would appear that orcas are even more vicious than I am. So, how does it feel to be thoroughly rammed by your own cross-examination, right, Dono?
Pretty good. What do we do now, boss?
Pretty
Feels
good.
Like when my husband fucking comes me. Ugh. That testimony was not at all what I expected to hear. Wait a minute. There's still some left in Mr. Plume's heart.
There's still some MSN Messenger left in Mr. Plume's heart.
Wait a minute. There's still some Skype left in Mr. Plume's heart.
What's that doing in there?
I don't know. We better get it out. What? You mean there's more? Yes, but there's no telling what it is. It could be something even more damaging. Ugh. Is there even anything left of our case to damage?
No.
No, might as well do it then. Well, whatever it is, we have to face it. Head on.
Apply directly to the forehead.
Bop. Athena, you believe in Orla, right? If so, there's no reason for us to shy away from the truth. Yeah, you're right, boss. I know we can handle the truth, whatever it is. So let's delve a little deeper.
I do think it's funny that like that Phoenix has always been so like his motto has always been like 100% believing in your client no matter what. But that hasn't always worked out for him. Specifically at the end of Justice for All.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one though.
Only believe in your client if you know 100% for sure that they're innocent, though.
He had a pretty good idea that he was a piece of shit anyway.
Yeah.
You've got it, boss. Fuck Matt.
Fuck Matt on guard, the character. Hell yeah for Matt on guard, the Pokemon.
It's a great fucking Weavile.
True. The MVP.
MVP. Go to the 5th statement
Yeah.
and then press on the sadness.
Yeah. Info update. When the pirate had and the victim came floating up, I let out a scream. Why are you so sad, though?
Why aren't you happy? Huh? Her fear appears to lessen here at this statement. Mr. Plume, weren't you afraid when you saw the victim with blood coming out of him?
My, that's a very good question. I was shaken after witnessing a murder, yes. But then, the blood seemed to disappear.
Disappear? And why do you suppose that was?
Simple. It was because of the pirate hat. After the killer whale put the hat on, the cloud of blood disappeared.
That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
And how exactly does that work? You insane buffoon.
How should I know? I'm just telling you what I remember, Blue Boy.
Jesus Christ, you are dumb. Wait a minute. From whom was this blood that Mr. Plume saw actually coming from?
Apollo Justice.
Yeah. I was gonna say present Orla Shipley's profile, but I like your pick more.
Yeah.
Consider this. Maybe the one who was bleeding wasn't the victim.
I beg your pardon? What kind of ridiculous nonsense is that? There was no one else in that pool besides the victim.
Yes, there was, bitch. Oh, I wouldn't say there was no one else. It is an orca pool, after all.
Haha. What? Then where is this alleged injury on the defendant?
I'm not sure. But if simply wearing the pirate hat made the blood disappear for good, then the blood must have been coming from somewhere on Orla's head.
What? The orca's head? What are you prattling on about now?
Please think about it again, Mr. Plume. Think back to what you really saw.
That is... The one who was bleeding was not the victim, but the killer whale? I remember now. There wasn't any blood coming from the victim after all.
Weird.
No noise.
No more noise. Bye-bye. We did it! Analytical psychology fuck got us what we needed from her.
Hell yeah.
That was a huge help, Athena. It was also pretty dicey for a while, though. Well, I just run a run in Blatro. Perfect timing. This is a surprise. The blood the witness saw was the defendant's, not the victim's. That is correct, and since there was no blood coming from the victim, there's only one thing we can conclude. A vampire killed him beforehand and sucked out all of his blood. Oh, wait, no. Let me take that back. That what Mr. Plume witnessed was not the moment of the murder, as she claims. Ribble rabble.
I thought you were unarmed, but it turns out you were concealing a sword all along. Nevertheless, it is far too dull to cut the bone.
Meaning?
I grant that what the witness saw was not the victim's blood, but it proves nothing. After all, being rammed doesn't always result in a wound that bleeds, does it? Death from internal hemorrhaging is also a possibility.
He has a point there.
If you wish to challenge me to a duel, you'll need a sharper blade than that, right, Dono? I demand evidence that proves the witness did not see the moment of the murder.
Ah. There must be something. Think, Phoenix. If I'm correct, then the victim's death occurred before the Plume saw it.
Before the Plume saw it.
If the victim was already dead when Orla started her headbutting, then what would mean then that would mean he died sometime before Mr. Plume was watching her. The events of Mr. Plume's took place at around 10:10 a.m. I must have something that can tell us about what happened before 10:10 a.m. Security footage.
Oh yeah. Whatcha?
We've only seen the footage from 10:09 to 10:10 a.m. Which means there's still footage going further back that we need to check. Your Honor, I request that all of the security footage be played for the court. All of the footage? Mr. Plume witnessed the cloud of blood at around 10:10 a.m. But I believe the victim was already dead by that time. So your assertion is that the murder took place before Mr. Plume arrived? Exactly. The security camera footage starts at 10 a.m. when the aquarium opened. And I believe there's vital evidence in the 10 minutes before.
You are quite the gambling man, right, Dono? Are you honestly willing to risk everything on those mere 10 minutes?
I'm gonna buy the egg joker. Hell yeah, baby. I've bet on slimmer chances before, but when he puts it that way... My boss is no coward, Prosecutor Blackwell, so I suggest you get ready to eat humble pie.
Good band.
Ooh. I love pie. Uh-oh, I can't back down now. Well, if the defense is that confident in its importance... Prosecutor Blackwell, the security footage. Just don't mind me.
Fulbright.
Roger. I have the rest of the security footage right here. Yep. Don't mind me, folks. Huh?
Just doing some
Very
research.
Please play it for the court, while I play it for me. Please, please have something for me. No, I put it away. This is what it looked like at 10:10 a.m. All right. The witness can be seen here. All right. I'll go back. I'll just back the footage up to the beginning now. Oh, and to answer your question on Discord Land, definitely owning Mighty number 9. Hell yeah. It appears Mr. Plume hasn't arrived at this point yet. Now to see if I can find something from before this point in time. Is that it? Uh-huh. Yup. That's all the footage there is. Well, Mr. Wright, did you see what you were looking for? We got nothing.
Well, right, Dono? Those were the 10 minutes you placed your bet on. Did you see anything of significance?
Did I see anything important? I better think about this carefully. In the footage, we see nothing important.
Nothing important.
Nothing important. We can see nothing of importance in that footage.
Just as I thought.
You're right about that. That section was completely meaningless. It doesn't show a thing. That's why I didn't submit it as evidence.
Objection!
No. It's just the opposite. Huh? What do you mean by that? In these 10 minutes of footage, something important that should be there isn't there. Detective Fulbright, this footage should have been submitted as evidence. What? Are you questioning the way I carry out my duty to justice? Mr. Wright, please explain yourself, please.
Mr. Wright, please don't rile up Mr. Fulbright. He's quite annoying as is.
I hate him. He never brings me beef stew. Not like Gumshoe, who always brings me beef stew and Taco Bell. What is the important thing that you say should be there in the footage?
Is it the body?
The photo of the body, yes.
Yep.
He's no Gumshoe. It's true. He's no Gumshoe, and he's no Emma.
It's true. I mean, like, I do like Fulbright. I think he's fun. But, yeah, he's probably the weakest detective in the franchise.
Yeah. The important thing we should see in the footage is the victim himself, Jack Shipley. I don't know about you, but I didn't see him get in the pool in that footage. Oh.
God, the way his eyes glow.
That's right. If the victim is not shown entering the pool in this footage, it means that he must have been there by the Skull Rock during those 10 minutes. But no human being can hold their breath underwater for that long. So he must have been a space alien. Wait a minute. Are you saying? When the security camera starts up at 10 a.m., the victim was already dead. What? He exploded. Order! Order in the courtroom. Where's my Taco Bell? If that's the case, then when was the victim murdered? I don't know, Your Honor, but we now know it has to have been sometime before 10 a.m. Therefore, this footage can no longer be called decisive evidence against my client.
But there is no one else who could have killed the victim.
Not necessarily. The defense believes that the true culprit may have been human. And we have evidence to back up our theory as well.
Do you now? I would be very interested in seeing this evidence.
The defense's trump card. That thing we found during our investigation yesterday. I wouldn't go as far as to call it decisive, but Now's the time to play it. Blatro for the Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna do it. Athena, give me your Nintendo Switch. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please submit your evidence.
And please give me your Nintendo Switch friend code.
Oh, yeah, what I said. What evidence shows that the crime may have been committed by human?
This is the photo of the body again.
No, it's the coin with the bloody blood.
Oh. Well, I mean, the photo had the coin in the picture.
But not the bloody coin with the blood. What's this? A coin?
At this hour?
In this day and age? Yes, a fake coin used in the aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. This coin is quite possibly the real murder weapon. The murder weapon. This tiny little coin is the murder weapon? Mr. Wright, if this is another one of your bluffs...
As they say, the bolder the presentation, the less confident the solicitor.
This is no bluff, and this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins in all, weighing a total of about 7 pounds. This one just happens to have blood on it.
Did you have the blood analyzed to see whose it is?
Not yet, because I'm not the police. Not yet. But there were coins scattered all around the body, and the victim had a head wound. Taking these things into account, I believe it has to be the victim's blood. So, to put it together, we have about 7 pounds of coins by the side of the pool. One of them with a bloodstain on it. I'm a bloodstain. I think the answer is pretty clear here. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool. The side of the pool? But if the murder took place there, it would be difficult to say the orca did it, which would mean the defendant would be not guilty. Weird.
I realize you are trying to defend your client, but that theory is preposterous. I'm still here.
Why? Go away.
How could 300 coins possibly be made to hit someone all at once? Put them in a sock, dipshit.
A fucking bag?
Have you ever worn a sock?
Have you ever, like, been alived? It'd be pretty easy if they were in a bag or something of that nature. And so, where is this bag of coins? Oh, where's this bag the coins were in? Unfortunately, Your Honor, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. So far, we have one more investigation day, don't worry. It's possible the culprit took it with them. They took it? The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder. Then they threw the body into the pool before the security cameras started up. And then they left, taking the bag the coins were in with them. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla. That was brilliant, Mr. Wright. You found a way to introduce the possibility of a human perpetrator. And Landon said a word with more than 2 syllables, correct? Yeah, somehow. Somehow he did that. Let's hope my luck holds out. I wonder why Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't said anything. Is it possible that he has a pretty good run going on in Balatro for the Nintendo Switch? The possibility of a perpetrator other than the defendant has now been suggested.
Sorry, what was that? I was playing Balatro on my Nintendo Switch. I had a really good run going.
I'm not gonna talk to you now. But what if... But if we hold this possibility true, then what did Mr. Plume witness?
That's right. I saw the killer whale attack the victim, just like it did a year ago, singing a song.
I guess there still is that. Even with somebody else as the culprit, Orla's behavior still seems pretty bizarre. I wonder why she was doing the same thing she did a year ago.
Funny how every character suddenly got into Balatro.
Not Fulbright. And Phoenix wishes he had a Switch on him.
Fulbright is like really behind the times. He's playing like Quap.
But is it really that bizarre? What do you mean? I'm gonna head to bed, have a good stream. Thanks for hanging, Cloud. I hope
night,
you had
Cloud.
fun playing Sonic. And
Good night,
Sonic.
Cloud. Thank you for Kirby.
Yeah, you better thank him.
I thanked him earlier. And I'll
Okay.
thank him now.
Good,
Thank you, Cloud.
good. To explain the inexplainable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around. Blue Skidooed,
We can
you
too.
can too.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, I'm watching that right now.
How far are we from a to be continued?
We have more dialogue, more dialogue, more dialogue, more dialogue. And then there is a testimony
Okay.
where we get some information, we present one thing, and then that's that. So we're
Depending
nearing
on
the
how
end
long
of
it takes to get to the testimony, we may call it once we get there.
Okay.
But we'll see.
We have like 2 like actions to do still in this section. We're about to do one of them
Okay.
because he's doing this, and then we have to present something after we choose a thing, and then there's a little bit of more talking, and then the testimony. Time to give the old turn my thinking around method a try. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. Orla sang a song, did some headbutts, and bit the victim. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion onto Orla, then they would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place.
You know, because you're voicing Phoenix in this section, it feels like I'm just playing as Black Quill.
You are.
I mean, like, I'm literally, like, playing as him as in I'm voicing him, but, like, Black Quill is the player character that I'm controlling.
Yeah. Black Quill's the player character in this case. Mr. Wright, as her lawyer, how do you explain your client's actions? I believe we should think of it in this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case? Very well, then you fucking tell us, bitch.
That's basically what
You
he's saying.
explain it to the court. I don't know. I'm not the lawyer. How did the defendant's action affect the case? They created a witness. They did it. Miss De Plumes focused her attention on the orca pool because she heard the song. The orca's act of singing a song created a witness. Created a witness? Isn't it possible? That fabricating a witness was the real culprit's true intention? After all, Mr. Plume witnessed 2 things. She saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the orca bite the victim. Those 2 actions of Orla's might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the orca was attacking the victim. Are you saying the defendant was being manipulated by the true perpetrator? Exactly, and that would explain Orla's actions perfectly. But the defendant is an orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her? Yes, there is a way to manipulate Orla's behavior. With this.
The whistle.
The whistle. Is this a whistle? Yes, Your Honor. Trainers at the aquarium use whistles to issue commands to Orla. But the truth is, anyone can do it, provided they know the right signals. Ah, that must be how they got Orla to do tricks for their private shows. The true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. Then, when Mr. Plume appeared, they gave Orla the command. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. And those are for kids.
What?
And, as for you, Mr. Plume, you were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness.
Norma de Plume, was set up? Norma de Plume, writer extraordinaire, was used?
Used and
No.
abused.
No.
Ew. Is she about to flash us?
For the record, just for you, there was no audience reaction to that. Like from the gallery, like it was dead silent, and then just clacks.
Wow. Mr. Plume, please, fucking clothe yourself. Ugh. Please do something about your attire. Ugh. That was one wardrobe malfunction I did not want.
Unlike Edgeworth.
Unlike Edgeworth, I hope he gets a wardrobe malfunction later tonight. It would appear that we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the bloodstained coin analyzed.
Analyzes it. You waste your breath.
I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect. You did it, boss! If the crime happened beside the pool, then there's no way an orca could have done it. Unless they had a gun. Now, if only we could find the gun. I mean, the bag the coins were in. In light of the new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it. Exactly, Your Honor. If the blood on the coin proves to be that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation.
Objection!
Oh. Shit.
Overturn the defendant's accusation? I think not. I cut his fucking thing, and then it fell back down.
Ah! My hair! My beautiful hair!
Yesterday, a new inmate was brought into the prison. He said, "The moment you relax is when you're most vulnerable."
And what did this man go in for?
He is merely a sneaky thief who enjoys a spot of fishing now and again.
Big the cat?
Big the cat?
But Wright Dono here would be easier to hook than any fish.
Scree. Oh, fuck. Get this thing off of me. That hawk sure does love the judge's head. Hey, Cheese Whiz. What's this? That coin from before and some sort of bag? Bag? I don't think I'm gonna like this.
This is the coin bag the 300 coins were in. I believe you were looking for this.
Yes. How did you get that?
I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene. The bag had blood on it, so naturally I had it sent to the crime lab.
And does the blood belong to the victim?
It does indeed, as does the blood on the coin.
I knew it. So the blood on the coin did belong to the victim.
The bag was open and the coins had all spilled out. But the bag alone wasn't proof enough to say that it was used as the murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and their coin, I am more than satisfied that it was.
Prosecutor Blackwell. Are you conceding that the true culprit committed the murder with the bag of coins?
I shall concede that the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact that it was the orca that killed the victim.
How though?
Yeah, how though?
What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? What? How can you still suspect Orla?
You said that the true culprit manipulated Orla's behavior. But Orla isn't the kind of orca that would let someone control her. If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him.
What? What? Are you arguing that the orca manipulated a human being?
To prove it, I have summoned another witness. Marlon Rhymes, take the stand.
Marlon Rhymes is a witness?
Well, don't just stand there. State your name. Oh god, he's gonna rap, isn't he? I told you I didn't want to be a witness. I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt. But apparently Wright Dono won't be satisfied until every stone is turned. Well, son of a... Alright, fine. If I gotta talk, then let's get this over with.
Mr. Rhymes doesn't seem like a willing witness. I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about. So, could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness?
Now here it goes. Ahoy! Yo! Yo, yo, yo ho! People of the law, time to testify. Chillin' with my crew at the ship shape. Orgles, penguins, and this kid. Cleaning and feeding, there ain't no end. But them bratty kids' tours, I shall transcend. New Bandimal Keeper from the House of Rhymes. I'm the Master Keeper, Marlon with the rhymes.
Oh my. I'm afraid I couldn't understand a word you said. Is that flip-flop music young people nowadays like?
Judge.
Yes.
I don't know.
So close, Your Honor. So close. And yet... so far. Please proceed with your testimony, flip-flop witness. Without the flip-flop.
Okay, fine. But I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha out. I like how he's holding the bucket, or the barrel.
He's gotta. That's his job.
At about 10:10 a.m., I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain or the orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The orca knows there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff like that was piled up there and hit the captain. You think maybe?
You think maybe. So that gives us a little more info about the area around the orca pool. Oh, Jesus. Pixel's fucking poll in, oh, it might not have been Pixels, but it was, the Pokemon TCG. It's all Slowpoke.
Oh god. That's funny.
The defendant made the stuff fall down?
Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the pool room floor. There is no doubt that it was the orca that caused the mess.
But could she really have done that from within the pool?
As I said, the orca is the only one that would have performed such a feat. Could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including its various odds and ends. But when our rhyming Marlin took a look-see, over 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine.
What is he? The jail gossip?
So, how did 400 pounds of items fall all at once? I'll tell you how. The orca pulled on the cloth that was underneath them. A weight that would be all but impossible for a human to move. Was child's play to an orca. During a friendly game of volleyball, the defendant made the crates fall. And the bag of coins that was among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The orca then toyed with the victim's body underwater, which is what Mr. Plume saw.
Objection!
But the witness only said he heard a loud noise. That doesn't automatically make it the sound of Orla making the items fall. And also, why did you only look in on the pool room? Anyway, Mr. Rhymes.
That orca sometimes makes a loud noise to summon her trainer. But I'm still a newbie, so I don't have a security card to get into the pool room yet. So even if she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it.
I see. So the witness couldn't enter the crime scene.
Objection!
If Mr. Rhymes couldn't enter the room, there's at least one thing he couldn't be sure about. His statement that the orca was playing volleyball is pure speculation. Case closed. Let's get drunk.
Whether the orca was actually playing volleyball or not is not the issue. Traces of the orca's saliva were found on the cloth that was underneath the crates. The important point is that the orca is the only one that could have moved the items.
Ugh. I have to discredit that statement somehow. Oh. Jeez whiz, why are you stealing that box? If I don't, it'd mean that Orla was the culprit, even if the victim died beside the pool. Jeez whiz, come bring that back.
Okay, we're calling it here.
Okay. We're gonna get to the to be continued real quick next time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's already pretty late.
That's fine. I'm just saying it. Like that's what'll happen.
Well, then we're close enough to the to be continued.
Yeah, but also like the next part of the trial is one testimony.
Damn. Well, all right then.
Like, we'll finish day 1 of trial next time.
All right, cool. Back to Balatro.
Hell yeah, bring that sucker up.
Nah, we're gonna call it here.
For the stream.
For the stream.
But he's still going to play Balatro.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Thanks for joining Al. Thanks for joining Cloud. Thanks for joining Pixel. We'll see you guys next week with more, potentially. We will be back the next stream we have is tomorrow. Cloud playing more Mario 64. Or, no, sorry, not Mario 64. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. Jesus, I said the wrong game. And then Lennon with more Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake on Saturday. Yeah. We'll keep you updated on what the exact days for next week are. We don't know for sure yet. But anyway, thanks for joining. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.